Hey guys, how are you? This is Alyssa Shoemaker here, top 10 Beachbody coach and also 15-star diamond coach, creator of Team Royal Republic. I'm excited because I just rolled out a new training program for our team. It is called Glitter, Glam, and How to Achieve Greatness. And I think that this is really, really important, that we really understand what our vision is, how we achieve greatness. So many of our trainings are designed around the how-tos of the business, and I think that the difference between a successful coach and somebody that's not as successful is being able to create that vision for what your life is going to look like, to allow yourself to really dream big and see what this possibility is all about. But also that I believe that every single one of us was designed to do great things. I believe that that's why we were brought into this world. You've got some kind of purpose. And so the point of this training is to help you develop what that purpose is. So last night I did the call, and unfortunately it didn't record on the computer that I was using, so I decided to redo the call today and just kind of do it in a video format that we can use going forward. So let's start with what greatness really means. Greatness means having pride in yourself, being happy with yourself, and knowing you work for something and couldn't have done it more. That's what greatness is within itself. So it's really being able to cultivate the character and the habits that not only lead you to success, but also to help you overcome any kind of adversities or challenges that you have within your life. It's about lifting yourself up from the depths of despair and using mindfulness, joy, and love to harness your dreams. It's a progression through a series of lessons. And what we're going to do is there's going to be 8 different lessons that we're going to go through over this next 2-week time period. If you are in the team builder group, then your calls will be every other Tuesday at 9 o'clock. And if you're in the team leader group, your calls will be Tuesdays every other Tuesday at 9:30. And throughout the week, we are going to be working on these things. Now, here's the thing. I need you to dedicate these next 2 months to your own personal growth, because if we're not helping ourselves, it's going to be really hard for you to help other people. And most importantly, I want to leave every single coach on this team in a better place than when I found them. And you're going to be able to use this information going forward to anything in your life. You're just going to have a happier, more fulfilled life. And that, to me, what is really, really important. So the first thing that we're going to work on this week is really creating that vision within our lives and what that looks like. As you know, most great athletes will describe their ability to visualize the outcome and their desire in a competition. They know what it is that they want, and so they're going to go for it. And it's just as much as the process as them, practicing either their shot or those free throws every single day as it is visualizing that success. So if you're not visualizing your success, if you don't know where you want to go, it's going to be really hard for you to put the action towards that. We have to visualize who we want to be, what it is that we want to achieve before we actually obtain those dreams. So the first assignment that I have you guys doing is the visualizing part. And this is really where you're going to commit to your vision. You're going to get connected to who you are as an individual and focus on what you're intending to create in that moment. You already have some grounding moments within your life. So as a coach, maybe this is like before you send out your invites, or maybe before you do a post on social media, you read it over, you take that time to really process what it is that you want to achieve. Maybe you got to psych yourself up a little bit to send out one of those scary invites. That right there is a moment of grounding. It could also be your daily devotional that you do, or your daily personal development that you do within your life. Again, that is a time that you're spending to visualize, to harness that energy so that you can use it going forward. We all need to have these periods of grounding. Another example in your life might be before you eat, right? Maybe you say a prayer before you eat your food and you really are thankful for what it is that you've been giving and what it is that you're receiving at that moment. So what we're going to do here in week 1 is to really visualize, okay? It's basically taking that moment of silence, like I said, prepping yourself up for the big moments that you go through life, and it's extremely important that we find this headspace to be able to do this. If you don't give yourself that time to visualize the clear results that you want, then it's less likely you're going to achieve what you desire. So it's all about setting those intentions for what you want. First of all, we're going to ask ourselves, who are you? So make sure you guys grab a pen and paper for this. I want you guys to report back in the group. Who are you? What do you stand for? What's your dream? What kind of legacy do you want to create? And what can we do together to become great as a team? This first lesson, like I said, is really all about vision. And I want you guys to take this time to really dream. Allow yourselves to really clear your mind and look at everything as a possibility. No big dream is too big. Nothing is too crazy. Imagine what your life would look like if you knew that you could not fail. If you let go of what everybody else wants you to do, if you let go of all the restrictions, any kind of obstacles, what society wants for you, and really think about what you're supposed to do because it's reasonable and it makes sense. You are all here to live an extraordinary life. You have to believe that. You have to believe that you were made to do great things and that every obstacle that is placed in your path is just one step closer to what it is that you're supposed to be achieving. Those are all just lessons that you're learning to strengthen yourself up throughout this journey. So think about what you want to do in your life and how you want your life to look like. Your desire to be fully alive needs to start with a vision to fulfill your desires. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their abilities. So that's really what we're going to talk about here in this first week. And you guys are going to see assignments every other day, every couple of days, posted throughout this group. Now, I need to make sure you guys are giving me and the other people in this group 100% commitment. I have specifically designed this training so that it's small. It's a small group setting. So this is why you don't see hundreds of coaches in these groups, because I want us to make sure that we're really a tight-knit community while we're going through this process, okay? And I believe that to set ourselves up for 2016, that we have to start here. We have to start with our why. We have to start with our goal. We have to start with all of these things. And if we don't start with these things, then it's going to be really hard for us to move forward going into the future. So I want you guys to set your souls on fire. I want you guys to dream super, super big and to be able to really visualize what that success looks like, okay? So here we go. This is exercise number 1. And what I want you to do is to write down your goal. I want it to be a very powerful thing. I want you to declare your vision and put a date on it as though it will happen or like it already has happened. That's the most powerful thing. I want you to see yourself achieving this before it's actually coming. This is about getting total clarity on your life, setting that vision for yourself and what it is that you really want to achieve so that within the next 6 months, the next year, you achieve these things. They're going to happen. Your goal can be financial, personal, health, or career related. It doesn't really matter, but I need you to get a really, really clear vision on what it is that you want to achieve. There's only one rule. It must be something that's hard to achieve. So it's got to be that big, hairy, scary goal. You know, I don't want to hear, I want to be diamond in a year, because you can be diamond next month. I want to hear something that scares the living daylights out of you and that's hard to achieve and that terrifies you when you tell somebody that you respect. At the same time, it also must be possible to achieve within the allotted time frame, provided you put in the work. So that's kind of the difference here, guys. I have coaches all the time that tell me what their goals are, but then they don't put the hustle in to be able to achieve it. Nothing great isn't going to be achieved without the hustle that comes with it. And so this has to be very, very deep and very meaningful to you. If it's not deep, if it's not meaningful to you, then you're not going to work hard to achieve it. You're not going to put in those long days, those long nights. You're not going to have somebody else when they come trying to stomp on your dreams. You're going to want to quit. It has to be something that means so much to you that it doesn't matter if the world comes crashing around behind you. You're gonna do whatever it can to achieve what these goals are, okay? So I want it to be one goal that you're gonna achieve within the next 6 months or the next year. Once you achieve this goal, then we're gonna work on achieving another one. But for right now, I want it to be just one goal. Okay, I'm not the person that really came up with this. I follow a lot of other people. This kind of training actually came from somebody that I really, really admire. And I really believe that this has really been the key to success, is visualizing this, having that foundation before we even get started, and really living our lives with a purpose. So the power of a clear state of vision really struck me so deeply that I decided after the death of my grandpa that I was going to do everything in my power that I could to make a difference in the lives of other people, and to let them know that, your health begins with that health promotion side of things. It was really my driving why. I just wanted to change lives. Now I'm kind of in a different process where the health to me is still very, very important, but I like to change lives more on that personal development level. I believe that personal development is what's changed my life from being somebody that's been insecure, jealous, dealt with eating disorders, to somebody that loves themselves and what it is that I'm creating. And that only became from strengthening my mind through this process of personal development. Okay? So, what I want you guys to do is write down that one goal on a piece of paper. I want you to frame it, and I want you to have it somewhere that's visible, so that when you wake up, you're going to look at that every single day. Okay, then once it's framed, I want you to take a picture of it, and I want you to post it here in our group. Okay, it's one thing to have the goal, but I want it to be very scary. I want it to be framed, and I want you to share it so that we can all speak energy into what that goal is for you. We can also help hold each other accountable. Okay, so make it a focal point of your daily routine, always on the top of your mind and on the tip of your tongue, as the single most thing that you want to achieve. So the call to action for this week is, think of that big, hairy, scary goal that you want to achieve within the next 6 months. So it could be by the next time we go to Summit, or it could be by the end of the year. I want you to think about what that is. I want it to be scary, and then I want you to frame it, and I want you to take a picture of it and post it into this group. The next call to action for you is this. I want you to think about, as I find my stuff here, sorry guys, I wrote down all my notes. This is like my rambling. When you guys see me working hard at night, these are the things that I'm doing. The next thing that we are going to do is I want you to think about who you are. Okay, so who are you? What is it that you want to achieve? Okay, what do you stand for? What's your dream? What type of legacy do you want to create? And how do we become great together? All right, guys, so this is your first assignment here. I'm going to give you guys the next 2 days to complete this assignment. Like I said, I need everybody all in on this. This is a different kind of training. It's going to really cause us to flex our spiritual powers, flex that spiritual muscle, really get our brain thinking and in the right direction. Because when you guys have that why, you guys can overcome any kind of how. So that is the agreement to this group, that everybody has to participate. If you don't want to participate, that is fine. I'm not forcing anybody to do this, but we have to make sure that this is a really close-knit group and that everybody is participating in this group together. So if it's not something that you want to do, just know that I'll have other trainings coming out that I can help you with. We will be doing some social media training, but the thing is that your passion and your vision is going to speak louder than anything else that you ever create within your life. Is going to help you with your invites. It's going to help you with what you're going to post on social media, and that energy is contagious. And so that's what we need, is to light that fire within our souls, and for all of you to overcome greatness. So welcome to our first week of the Glitter, Glam, and How to Achieve Greatness series. I'm excited to work with you guys. And once we go through this training, then we will pay it forward to the rest of our coaches in our downline, because you guys are going to be the experts in this. So let's do this. Let's finish 2015 strong and create a very, very strong foundation for 2016. All right. I love you guys. Bye.